Live from Centennial Sportsplex in Nashville, Tennessee for the Nashville Shootout, Kirkwood's first out-of-town tournament of the season. And they will be opening tournament action against hometown team Nashville Jr Predators, wearing those same NHL jerseys that the hometown team wears. Blues fans probably won't feel great about seeing those on the ice, but should be a good one today. The big news, of course, is Rory Murray. You see her right there. She is dressed and ready for action. There was a little bit of a scare Wednesday night when she didn't come to practice. It was Bodie Bossy between the pipes for that practice skate. There was rumors that Rory had broken her wrist, but it ended up just being a sprain. She fell off a snowboard in the backyard, so she avoided a big injury there. Said it felt a little sore for a day or two, but they got it checked out. X-rays were negative. She's able to put her glove on and squeeze it. So Mama Bear says she's A-okay and ready to play. So Kirkwood Stars will be glad to have their star goalie between the pipes this weekend, hopefully for the whole weekend, as long as it doesn't get aggravated at all. Bodie Bossy will be the backup goalie in the event that she needs any relief. I'm told Bodie played goalie for his Mite team and looked pretty good on Wednesday at practice. So I think Stars will be okay in that worst case scenario of Bodie coming off the D-line to put on the goalie pads. But we're all hoping for Rory to be there for all 5 games this weekend. It is a 3-team bracket, not the usual 4 or more. So we'll have the Junior Predators, 2 games against them, one this early afternoon and one tomorrow morning. The other team is the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, also named after their home state's NHL team and wearing the look-alike jerseys. We'll get 2 games against the Hurricanes, one this late afternoon and one tomorrow afternoon. Then the top 2 teams from the group play will go on to Sunday's championship game. Just looking at the teams and their stats and their results, I do have a strong lean towards expecting the Kirkwood Stars against the Carolina Junior Hurricanes in that championship game. And the main reason for that prediction would be the fact that this Junior Predators team has played 2 games against the Northwest Chargers team that Kirkwood beat 11-1 in the Veterans Cup back in St. Louis. And this Junior Predators team lost both of their games, a close 3-1 game, but also a lopsided 7-1 result. So if those common opponent results are any indication, this should be a team that Kirkwood can handle well, and that is why I will take early predictions of Kirkwood versus Carolina in the championship. But of course, we got to play the games. Nashville might have something to say about that. So we will get things going here at the Nashville Shootout as the Stars do their pregame huddle around Rory, hoping that wrist feels strong and healthy. First out-of-town tournament of the season for these Stars. Been a lot of games against our league opponents, whether it's been declaration season, preseason scrimmages, actual league games, or even in-town tournaments. Nice to get out of the metro area to see some other teams from around the country. Give you a real good angle for these first 2 games. In the penalty box, no glass in front of me, no net in front of me, just like that Veterans Cup championship game from Pacific. Not sure what the other arena will look like tomorrow, but we got 2 great views here today. as we get ready to drop the puck on the Nashville Shootout. Puck is on the ice. Nashville wins the draw. They regroup back at center ice. Here comes some pressure. Jackson's got it into the zone. Takes a weak shot, goes behind the goal, into the corner. Jaden centering. Nice shot from Aiden in the slot. Turned aside. Bodie sends it back deep. Down behind the goal. Forecheck comes in. That's Jaden back there. Puck comes out, and Nashville looks for an exit, but Aiden steals it. Turns it around. Makes a pass. Another pass is broken up by the defense. And here comes Nashville exiting the zone, sending it all the way to the other end for icing. So a little bit of early pressure for Kirkwood after losing the opening face-off, able to win the puck at neutral ice and get the offense set up at the other end. Nothing too dangerous yet, though. As Liam takes the draw for Kirkwood, Blake holds the line. Back out to Gavin at the point. Shot is blocked. And Nashville looks for an exit. Switching sides now, getting it out to neutral ice where he's met by Leo at the center line. Nashville wins it back. Gains the zone. Shot coming. And we get the first look at Rory flashing the glove. Looking strong and healthy back there between the pipes. It is that glove hand that took the sprain. She tests it out early here. Grabbing that long high shot from the Predators. It's Bryson taking the draw for Kirkwood. Predators win it, sends a soft bouncing shot to Rory's pads, and Kirkwood is out and looking for a rush. David mishandles the puck. Nashville comes the other way. Defense is back for the Stars. Long stretch pass, does get off David's stick, so no icing here, but Nashville will get to it first. So they battle for it. Shot slides all the way to the goalie. Looked like it might be sneaking through the 5-hole there, but goalie does stop it. We stay scoreless with an even 10 minutes to go in the first period. Kirkwood wins the draw, going behind the goal, looking for a pass. Shot, stopped and covered. It is Jaden and Jackson on the wings. Oh no, sorry, Jaden going into the circle with Jackson on his left, Aiden on his right. Bodie and Jacob back on the D line. This puck goes into the corner. Jackson, as Kirkwood can't hold the line, they regroup at center ice, coming right back in, but barely offsides. I'm used to seeing the Lowry Bros on the wings. Got Jaden taking the draws today. He's back on it. Wins it back to Jacob, who chases it over to the boards. Up ahead to Aiden on the wing. Sneaks down the boards into the corner. Nashville wins the puck back there. As Jackson turns it around. Behind the goal. Aiden on the puck. Looking for a pass. In the quarter, it's Jaden. Back out to Aiden. Battling for it. Jackson wins it. Into the slot. Bodie gets a stick to it. And Nashville is out. Bodie had some initial resistance. Nashville comes through into the corner. Jacob, blocked on the boards. Tries again. Goes down, 2-on-1. Nashville wins it back. Aiden takes it. He'll try the other side. Puck still loose now. Jacob on the puck for Kirkwood. Liam makes a nice little stick handle. Carries it out himself. He's got Jacob with him. Still on the puck. All the way to the goal. Nice pad save and a follow. Goalie keeps it out. Nice little two-man rush as the rest of the team went for a change there. That was Liam and Jacob on the attack for Kirkwood. As Liam gets in the face-off circle now. He wins the draw over to Sam. Back to Gavin. Over to Blake. Down into the corner to Leo. Back out to Blake, who sends it into the corner, down to Leo, looking for a centering pass. He's got Gavin in the slot. Shot. Scores! Gavin Langen with the goal. Wearing that Captain C proudly, breaking the ice here at the Nashville Shootout. Beautiful pass from Leo behind the goal, finding his open defenseman in the slot, who buries the chance, giving Kirkwood the 1-0 lead. And now Liam wins the draw and takes it immediately into the zone. Leo wins it in the corner. And Sam comes in to help. He's on the puck centering. Still loose, now covered. So a quick shot at the scoreboard here. 1-0 Kirkwood, 7:37 left in the first period. Kirkwood with the early lead on the goal by Gavin Langen. It might be his first goal of the season. Puck does come out over the line, back in for offsides. Gavin, wearing that Captain C, gets on the score sheet for Kirkwood. He's been a rock for the Stars back on the D-line. Good to see him get in on the scoring action here early. Kirkwood in on a rush off the draw. Defense is there in the slot. Forecheck comes in, wins the puck back, centering. David grabs it out of the air. Bodie on it. Puck goes low into the corner. Battle for it there, comes loose to David. He finds Bodie at the point, loading up a wrister off a helmet. I think that was Bryson in the slot. When Bodie gets time and space like that to load up his wrist shot, look out, because he can rip it. Here comes Bryson running into Will just before crossing the blue line. His shot goes wide behind the net. Bodie at the point, sends it forward. Will chasing it to the far boards, back out to Jacob. Shot goes behind the goal. David's on the puck. He centers it, turned over. Oh, Kirkwood wins it back. And Nashville keeps changing hands. Bryson gets a shot off. David on the puck behind the goal. Gavin holds the line. David holds the line this time. He skates forward with it, looking for a pass. Team leader in assists, wants one more. And the puck squirts loose. Gavin switches over to Blake. He's got time and space as his teammates come in on the change. Fresh legs for the Stars. Gavin holds the line, blocked by the Predator. Loose to Aiden. Now just cleared out by the Predators. It will go the length of the ice for icing. So Kirkwood sustaining long, heavy possession and pressure here early in Nashville against the hometown Junior Predators. Only leading 1-0 on the goal by Gavin Langen from the pass by Leo behind the net. 5 minutes left here in the first frame. Centering pass is picked off by the defense. As Gavin, the goal scorer, skates back to it. Changes directions behind his own goal, comes up that same side. Here's Leo up the boards to Jackson. Back to Gavin. Nashville skates it in. Good stick by Blake to break it up. Jackson skating back on the back check. Battle for it behind the goal. Kirkwood skates away with it. That's Jaden Lowry up ahead to Aiden. Chips it into the zone. Centering, misses its mark. Bodie can't get there in time to hold the line. So it sneaks out and over, back in for offsides. .4:17 left in the first frame. Liam takes the draw for Kirkwood, wins it back to Bodie, dumps it in, down into the corner. Liam chases it on the forecheck. Puck is loose, top of the slot. Leo's got it, makes a move, squirts loose. He picks it back up. Liam's on it, turns it around. And now Nashville getting their attack going here. Stretch pass, skating in on goal, shot, scores! Nashville ties the game on a quick counterattack. 1-1 here with 3:45 left in the opening period. For all the time Kirkwood has spent down at the other end, they no longer have a lead to show for it. Showed some good speed by the Nashville forward there. Didn't really have much support on it, but just pushed through, powered through the defense, earned himself a look at the goal, and made the most of it. This puck comes back to Blake. Skating in, shooting off the pads. Tried to get it back to Gavin. It's picked off. Here comes the Predators again on another counterattack. They slide into the end boards. Nashville wins it there. Bryson in the corner. Now Gavin helping out. Puck squirts loose. Will gets it, skates it out himself. Now into the attacking zone. Nashville wins it back. There's Blake. And now David, long wrister, glove save. Not caught though, it falls back to the ice and we continue to play. Nashville turning it over. Good job by Will on the forecheck. Bouncing, loose. Little sloppy on that one. Kirkwood can't score with it, but they do get the puck back. It goes behind the goal. David already has his head up looking for the pass. Down low. Nashville's on it. Will again disrupting on the forecheck. As David skates in. Turned over to Nashville. 2-on-3 here. Not much of a shot. It slides to Jacob. Pushes it out to Aiden. Squirts loose to Jacob. Up ahead to Jackson. Skating in. Puts on the brakes. Back to Bodie at the point. Wrister coming. Loose on the ice. And Nashville skates it to safety. Kirkwood holds the line. Jaden skating in on the forecheck. Wins the puck back to Bodie. It goes to the far boards. That's Jacob. Sends it on goal. A lot of rebounds from this Nashville goalie. You can see Kirkwood just trying to get pucks to the net, no matter what kind of look they have. And a lot of those shots are coming loose for second and third opportunities. Still 1-1 here. Kirkwood has spent most of the game down in the attacking zone, but only one goal to show for it, and Nashville has made the most of their counter-attacking opportunities, as few and far between as they may be. So it is 1-1 as we reach the 1 minute mark left here in the first frame. Liam will take the draw for Kirkwood. He's got Sam on his left, Gavin and Blake on defense. Nashville pushes it up. Not sure where they were going with that one. Kirkwood gladly takes the puck back. Liam skating in. Gavin switches it. Leo in the corner. Back to Blake. Nashville trying to win the puck, can't. It goes deep behind the goal, wrapping around to the other corner. 20 seconds left in the period. Squirts loose to the Predators. They clear the zone. Blake's back in the neutral zone for Kirkwood. Barely gets it over to Sam. That was dangerous. If Nashville gets a stick to that one, they are clearing away in on goal. But the period comes to a close. Tied 1-1 here. Kirkwood getting the opening goal. A pass from Leo behind the net finds an open Gavin Langen in the slot. Buries the chance. I believe, I don't want to speak too quickly, I believe that's his first goal. If it's not his first goal, it's his second. He has been an absolute force for the Stars this season on defense. Fun to see him contributing to the score sheet here with the first goal of the tournament for the Stars, who have mounted lots of possession, heavy pressure in the attacking zone, but only the one goal to show for it. Nashville has had a handful of counterattacks, but are struggling to set up camp and sustain any of that pressure or possession. They did get their equalizing goal on one of those rushes. Really just a single forward pushing through on his own, showing some speed and determination without any support to push past the defender, get a look at goal, and bury the chance. So we are 1-1 going into the second period. You can see why this looked like a mismatch on paper from the common opponent results, with this Predators team losing 2 games against that Northwest Chargers team Kirkwood beat 11-1. With all the possession they've sustained, this could be a lopsided affair, but for all the rebounds the goalie has given up, he has done a good job of stopping the initial shots, keeping the puck out of the net for the most part. So only the one goal as Will skates it in. Soft shot, stick to side. Nashville looking for an exit here. Good stick by Will. He's been a menace on the forecheck today. A lot of those disruptions in the offensive zone from number 71, Will Dunbar. High motor player. As Nashville shoots it into Kirkwood's side, and a rare clearance from Kirkwood here will be icing and give the Predators A rare offensive zone faceoff. Like I was saying, Will Dunbar just all over the place in the offensive zone. Every time you think Nashville's coming the other way, he comes in with the nice stick to disrupt the exit. Jaden taking the draw for Kirkwood. Nashville wins it. Soft backhand shot slides into the corner. Jackson tries to break it out, can't get it over the line. Comes back down into the opposite corner. Blake on the puck for Kirkwood. Turned over, shot coming. Rory is there. Big save by Rory Murray to keep this game tied. Here comes Aiden, wins the puck, he's got speed. Can't get the handle in time for a shot. Back to Jackson. Shot is stopped, loose in the slot. Over to Jaden. Over the bar. So what looked like just a desperate clearance from Kirkwood turns into quite a chance in front of the goal. The clearance comes back to a Predator in the neutral zone. Aiden skates in, steals the puck and is in on goal, clearing away. Can't get the handle in time to get a shot off, but a couple of bounces in front of the goal. Ultimately, it stays out. Aiden's now in the box here for the first penalty of the game. So, Predators go on the power play. First one of the game here. As Sam tries to send it out, it's stopped at the blue line. Here come the Predators. Shot is stopped. Rebound is cleared. Held in. Makes a move. Stolen by Leo. Can't skate it out. Now the puck comes to neutral ice. Nashville's on it. Little bit of a bobble right in front of the own goal. Predators looking to set back up on the power play. Turned over. Here comes Sam one-on-one. Shorthanded. Ends up just settling for a long shot. Bodie holding the line. Down to Sam. Behind the goal. Jacob tried to switch it. Picked off by Nashville. Nashville dumps it in behind the goal. Cleared out. Here comes Liam on the forecheck, shorthanded. 5 seconds left in the power play. As it squirts loose, Roy keeps it live. Kirkwood returns to full strength. Aiden out of the box. David skates on as the fifth attacker. David was behind the defense for a stretch pass. As Aiden came out of the box, went straight to the bench. But Jackson couldn't find him. As here, Nashville looks like they're behind the defense. Shot off the bar. Kirkwood coming the other way as this game picks up in pace. Jacob, shot, slides to the goalie. Looked like it popped up off the stick and might have tried to sneak over those pads, but the goalie does keep it out. As we had a little bit of end-to-end action there. Looked like David was behind the defense. If Jackson could have found him on a stretch pass, then Nashville comes the other way. They get a little bit of an edge behind Kirkwood's defense. Shot is ripped off the iron crossbar. And Kirkwood comes the other way, gets a shot of their own. But we stay tied 1-1 after all that as David chases it into the corner. Now Nashville skating it out. Loose And Blake will not get to the puck first. Nashville wins that 50-50 race. Loading up a wrister, goes over the bar. So Nashville getting a few more looks at goal this period than the first as Bryson skates forward. He's got Will on his wing, shot, deflects. And Nashville picks it up. Good hustle by Kirkwood to regain the puck. It comes back into the zone. Loose to David. Makes a move. Shot. Squirts over the line. Believe that's going to be Bryson on the goal. Kirkwood back in front, 2-1. You see that good hustle coming out of the zone. Nashville exiting from their defensive zone. Bryson hustling back with David, winning the puck just as they come across the blue line, sending it back in on the attack. And they work together. It wasn't the prettiest of goals, but it got the job done. David was dangling in the slot, worked its way over to Bryson on the far post. Shot was blocked, but trickles over that goal line for the go-ahead goal. 2-1 Kirkwood here in the second period. As Aiden tries to turn on the Jets here. He's behind the defense, skating in, makes a move. Goalie keeps it out. Kirkwood keeps the puck. Jackson finding Jaden. He works it into the corner. Tries to get it back to Jackson. Nashville steals it. And out over the line to Bodie. Barely offsides. So Bryson will extend his team leading goal tally, and David will extend his team leading assist tally on that second goal from Kirkwood. As here comes a shot, squeeze by the Nashville goalie. As I try to pull up my stats here. So yes, Bryson now leading the team with 13 goals. And David leading the team with 11 assists. They are also the points leaders for this Kirkwood team. As Liam has the puck in the corner. Blake down to Leo in the corner. Nashville wins it there, wrapping it around up the far boards. Bobbles the puck, but does get it over the line. Here they come on a rush. Stick is lifted. Blake grabs the loose puck. Up to Sam. Has some space. 3-on-2 for Kirkwood. Here comes Leo in the slot. Shot wide. As Gavin keeps it in. Nashville now does skate it out. And barely back over the line for offsides. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the second stanza. 2-1 Kirkwood. Gavin Langan gave them the opening goal on the pass from Leo behind the net. Nashville equalized later that period, but Bryson and David connect for goal number 2, the goal-ahead goal here in the second period. As Nashville gains some speed through neutral ice into the zone. Down deep. Jacob battling for it. Wins the puck. That's Jacob back on the puck for Kirkwood. Now Bryson bangs it loose over to Bodie. Loose puck. Nashville on it. Block shot Bodie getting a stick to that one. Jacob blocking another one. Up ahead to Will, skating it out. Gaining the corner, shooting. No rebound this time. Just under 4 minutes to play now here in the second period. Shot of the scoreboard, 2-1 Kirkwood. Only one penalty in the game so far. As Jaden takes the draw. Nashville wraps it around, skating themselves out of the zone, up the far boards, gaining speed, into the slot, in on goal, stop, and the rebound is swept away by Blake. As here comes Kirkwood on a rush. It's Jackson and Aiden. Shot falls, swept aside by the defense. Kirkwood back on it. Shot loose. Gavin, slap shot. It's in the goal. Gavin with goal number 2. Slapping in the loose puck. That Captain C looks mighty good on number 49 today. 2 goals for Gavin. Gives Kirkwood a 3-1 lead. Couple of chances in close were turned aside. Puck comes loose out to the defenseman at the point. He gives it a mighty whack and squirts it through the pads, doubling Kirkwood's lead. Now 3-1 with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Sam up ahead to Leo. Turning on the Jets, tries to turn the corner, can't. Into the low slot, Sam turning it around. Can't get a shot off, he gives it back to Gavin. Long wrist shot. Blocked on the way. Sam in the corner, centering. Misses Leo on the far post. Back to Sam centering. Blake on it. Shot goes behind the goal. Gavin with the pinch. Again, holding the line, Gavin dumps it in deep. That's Liam chasing it behind the net. Now Leo on it. Back up those far boards, Gavin's there again. Whiffs on the dump. And here comes Nashville, 3-on-2. Blake back for it, turns it around. Looking for the pass. Liam, I think, picked that one off. I think he was looking for Will there. Either way, Kirkwood gets it into the zone. And Nashville now finds the exit. Bodie with the stick to it. Back to Jacob. Now David looking what he wants to do. Skates it across the blue line, tries to make a pass. It's picked off. Up and out. Bryson on the puck, has to wait for Will to clear the zone. Bodie's got it now. Under a minute and a half left in the period. Puck behind the goal. Jacob holds the line, down to Will, over to Bryson. Can't make the centering pass. David off his stick. And now out. It's a race for the puck. Jacob's got to turn on the Jets here. He does get to it first. Will skate it behind his own goal. Turns around. Pass is picked off. Dangerous. Nice block in the slot from the defense. 40 seconds left in the period. Little bit of pressure here from Nashville. Bodie gets the backhand. Not out though. Bodie skates it behind his own goal, looking for a pass. Up the boards to David. He chases in on the forecheck. Will coming in for support. Nashville can't clear it. That's Blake holding the line. Behind the goal, over to David in the corner. Can't get it to the point. Gavin comes in on the pinch. Nashville beats him 2 seconds. And the period ends without a shot. Kirkwood will take a 3-1 lead into the third period. Kirkwood, coming out of the first, tied 1-1, adds 2 goals there in the middle frame. Now leading 3-1. Gavin getting his second goal of the game on the slap shot from the point. And I do have it as his first 2 goals of the season. So going from goalless to a 2-goal game here in the shootout opener against Nashville, the hometown team. The second goal from Kirkwood was Bryson, adding to his team leading total, now 13 goals on the season. He had help from David on that one, who adds to his team leading assist total, now 11 for the season. They are also battling each other at the top of the points leaderboard. David with an even 20 points. Bryson right behind him at 19. They really earned that goal with some hustle as Nashville was exiting the zone, coming across the blue line. Both David and Bryson come in, chasing it down, lifting the stick, winning the puck back, turning around back into the zone. The ultimate goal was a little sloppy, the puck bouncing around in the low slot. David does ultimately work it over to Bryson on the far post, who gets enough of the puck to bounce it over the goal line. That broke the tie, gave Kirkwood the lead back 2-1. And then another kind of chaotic goal for goal number 3. A lot of chances and looks at the goal in close, with the puck again bouncing around in the low slot. This time it squirts out to the point where Gavin one-times it with the slap shot and sends it through the pads and into the goal. And that's how we get to 3-1 Kirkwood as we start the third period of this Nashville Shootout opener against the hometown Junior Predators. Kirkwood coming in, loose in the slot, who wants it? Now Nashville passing up the boards, held in by Blake. Sent back down, Jaden steals the puck in the face-off circle. Centering from the corner. Now Aiden on the puck for Kirkwood. Loses an edge there. Nice stick by Jackson to break that up and then draws a penalty. So Nashville looking for the exit. Good effort play by Jackson to lift the stick, win the puck back, and immediately draw the trip. As you see the signal there, Kirkwood will get its first power play of the game. Only the second penalty called in this game so far. Nashville had their first turn on the power play in the second period. Kirkwood will now get to see what they can do with the man advantage here in the third, already ahead 3-1. Looks like Liam will take the draw for Kirkwood. Sam on his left, Leo on his right, Bodie and Jacob on the D-line. Sam on the puck, sends it low. Leo's there. It's in the goal. A quick power play goal from the Kirkwood Stars. Leo gets it across the goal line as Kirkwood wins that draw and works it down low. That didn't take much time at all. Only 8 seconds off the penalty clock for that power play goal. Now 4-1 Kirkwood with 1 second less than 11 minutes to go in the game. As Liam wins the draw, skates it in. You see that a lot from Liam. He likes to win that center ice draw and just skate forward with it. As Sam from this face-off circle. Now back to Bodie, makes a move. Nashville on the puck. Defense skates back. Here they come. Bodie breaks it up. Sends it out. Liam's got it. Skating all alone against 3 Predators. Puts on the brakes. Finds Leo on the wing. That's Liam and Leo connecting for the chance. Leo, the most recent goal scorer, sends a soft shot. Easy glove save for the Predators goalie. As Kirkwood leading 4-1 with 10:17 left in the game. Disregard the penalty clock on the board right now as Nashville returned to full strength after Kirkwood's quick power play goal. As Gavin, wearing the captain's C, scoring 2 goals, skates back to it, wraps it up the boards to David. He makes a nice pass over to Will, who makes another good pass to Bryson. Dives forward. We have a whistle here. I believe it was just covered by the goalie. Nice bit of passing out of the defensive zone for Kirkwood. David finding Leo, making a nice little tap pass over to Bryson to spring him on the rush. David works for it in the corner. Nashville does break out of the zone. Will's got it. Now Nashville steals it. They're in on goal here. Nice stick by Blake to break that up. Wrap around. Loose in the low slots. Still loose. Into the corner. Bryson up to Will. They skate it out, now dump it in. David's gonna chase it down from the other side. He does get to the puck first, but a Predator battles him for it, wins it. Now they'll try the other side. And a Predator goes down behind the goal. That's gonna be a delayed penalty. So Kirkwood will go into the box as soon as they can touch it up, but having trouble doing that. David finally gets a stick to it, and we will have the second power play of the game for Nashville. And it will be Will Dunbar coming into the box for the Stars. So Nashville will get turn 2 on the power play shortly after Kirkwood got its very quick power play goal on its only chance with the man advantage. We've got Coach Gale teasing Will here in the box. As Nashville holds the line. Here comes Kirkwood shorthanded. That's Jacob coming up the wing. Nashville now skating it out, still on the power play. Dumping it in. Bodie and Jacob back for Kirkwood. Jacob will get to it first, up to Jaden. Nashville wins it back, turns it around, does keep it in. Thought that might sneak out over the line. As Jacob gets back on the puck, he'll try this side of the boards. Half a minute left in the power play for Nashville. Nashville back in the offensive zone. Broken up by Bodie and Jacob. Squirting loose, diving effort play by Bodie. Some chances in on the far post. Now Bodie's gonna skate it out. Short-handed for Kirkwood. And now he puts on the brake, turns it around, sends it over to Jacob. Shot coming off the pads. Little short-handed rush by the defenseman for Kirkwood. as Will Dunbar's out of the box. Kirkwood returns to full strength. Aiden strong on the stick. So Kirkwood kills off another penalty. 7-11, oh thank heaven, on the board. Left in this one with a 4-1 lead for Kirkwood. Puck comes back to Gavin, sends it up to Sam. Liam's on it now. Looking for an entry, finds it. High slot shot. Off the shoulder and whistled for the cover. The puck was still loose, but I did hear the whistle. So we will get the offensive zone face-off here. Liam will take that. Wins it into the corner. Nashville's there. Liam on the puck, centering pass. It squirts to the far boards. Can't get it out. Blake holds the line. Dumps it back in deep. Battle on the boards. Blake on it. Nashville loses an edge, and Gavin jumps on it. It does come across the line this time. Quickly back in for offsides. 6:13 to go here in game one of the Nashville Shootout. Kirkwood leading 4-1. 2 goals by Gavin Langen, his first 2 goals of the season, powering the Kirkwood attack here today. The other goals were scored by Bryson and Leo. As this one finds some iron. Stays out. We play on. Jacob tried to dump it in a little bit too quickly there. Offsides again. 5-5-5. The famous start to Hollywood movie telephone numbers. Bryson will take the draw. And Nashville dumps it in. Aiden first to it. Up the boards to David and Bryson. Switching it over to Will. He's got behind the defense and on goal. Shot stopped.
Go to it! Go to it!
Battle forward on those far boards. Squirts loose to Aiden. Nashville wins it back, gains the zone. Nice stick by Aiden, breaks it up, skates it out, loses the puck. Bryson back in on it. He skates across the line, dumps it in deep, wrapping around the corner behind the goal to the far boards. Nashville skates it out. Aiden recollects the puck, pushes it forward to David, can't grab the handle. Now Aiden whiffs on a shot, back on the puck in the face-off circle. Centering pass off the back of the cage. As Nashville exits the zone, turned over, disrupted by David at center ice, back to Jacob. Now switching it, and Aiden on the puck for Kirkwood, gets it over the blue line. Here comes Bodie stepping up. Kirkwood on the puck, turning it over. Nashville loses the puck. Battle for it in the corner. Bodie on it. In deep as a defenseman. Still battling for it. A lot of tie-ups here late. As Kirkwood skates away with it, puck is loose. Trickles its way to the goalie who covers it. And Kirkwood winding the clock down on its 4-1 lead here against the Nashville Jr Predators. 3:20 left in the final frame of the first game. As Nashville wins the draw, they'll skate behind their own goal. Several Stars there tying them up on the far boards. Still battling for it. Liam's on the puck, makes a move, loses it, held in by Blake. Now out to center ice. Gavin back there, wearing that Captain C, sitting with 2 goals. His first 2 of the season. Off the side of the net there. Liam up ahead to Leo. 1 back by Nashville, still skating hard. As Sam has it on the near boards here. Makes a move, skates it out. Switches it over to Leo. He's got some space, shot. Misses everything. Leo looking for his second goal of the game. Puck cleared loose. Back behind Kirkwood's goal. It's Jacob on the puck. He'll change directions. Come back up that same side. Skates it all the way out himself. Still on the puck across center ice. Into the zone. Offsides. Jacob winding his way through traffic. Didn't take the most direct line to the blue line. One of his teammates snuck across a little early offsides. 1:48 left here in the game. Kirkwood leading 4-1. Bryson taking the draw, wins it to Will. Now Aiden. Puck squirts loose to Rory. That was a little nervy back there, but it does stay out. 1:36 left. As this game has really slowed down here late. Kirkwood tying a lot of pucks up along the boards as they look to close the book on this 4-1 win against the de facto host team, Nashville Jr Predators. And it will be Aiden skating it out with speed. Over to Will, into the face-off circle. Can't turn the corner. Aiden tries to get back on the puck. Nashville skates it out. Jacob disrupts the rush, turns it around. 3-on-2 for Kirkwood here. Will over to Jacob. Shot goes to the far corner. Dug out, but turned over. Will again lifting the stick in the neutral zone. Jacob skates it back in. Drops it to Will. Wasn't ready for that one. And Nashville just clears at the length of the ice. 31.7 seconds to go on game 1. 4-1 Kirkwood. 2 goals by Gavin Langan, his first 2 of the season. Another one by Bryson for his team leading total, as well as the 4th goal of the game. That was Leo Bauer. Gavin around the corner. Nashville winning it. Gavin taking it back, skating it out. Wants to go the whole way himself, can't. He's on hat trick watch. Shot comes in from the wing. Gavin looking to score his first 3 goals of the season with a hat trick. That would be something. They want to get it to him. It does squirt to him. Can't get the handle in time, so he'll settle for a 2-goal game. Wearing that Captain C in style, Gavin Langing, powering the Kirkwood offense here today. His first 2 goals of the season, giving Kirkwood the 4-1 win. So we had the top of the goal leaderboard and the bottom of the goal leaderboard combining for 3 of the 4 goals here for Kirkwood. Leo adding the 4th. Kirkwood really dominating the possession and pressure. Even early, they came out of the first period tied 1-1, but that did not reflect the way that the ice tilted in Kirkwood's favor for most of that period. It was almost always in their offensive zone, but Nashville did get out on a counterattack and made the most of it, equalizing in the first period as Kirkwood could only get that 1 goal from Gavin, taking the 1-1 tie into the first intermission. Then it was 2 more goals for Kirkwood in the second stanza as David and Bryson really showing some hustle and effort to will the puck across the goal line for goal number 2, getting the lead back. And then Gavin blasting the slap shot. It squirted loose to him at the point after a couple of chances in close. He blasts it and does sneak it through for goal number 3, doubling Kirkwood's lead at 3-1. Leo getting the final tally for Kirkwood in the third period. This could have been much more lopsided scoreline, but Kirkwood will take it. There's only 3 teams here this weekend, so just need to be in the top 2 to make Sunday's championship game. So goal differential probably not going to make as much of a difference here as it does in other weekend tournaments. Just get the results you need any way you can. Don't have to worry about the score beyond that. We've got one more today against the Carolina Jr Hurricanes, who I expect to be a bit tougher competition for Kirkwood later this afternoon. And then we'll redo it all again tomorrow with an early game against Nashville and an afternoon game against Carolina. And then if things hold to form, I expect it will be Kirkwood and Carolina in the championship game Sunday morning. But we'll say goodbye for now from Nashville's Centennial Sportsplex. Back here later today.